Hello everybody and welcome back to Costume Quest. We are here still in the Carnival, and as you can see I've changed Ren into the ninja outfit because the ninja is going to have a bit of a time to shine here. I haven't actually gone over the ninja's ability yet, and I will better showcase that when we get into an area where we have some monsters. But basically you can use the ninja to sneak around. You have this little shroud around your characters and you can sneak around, which is useful in some areas. We need to talk to the guy by the cannon here. I am Orzo, the cannon-tossed oddball. Prepare to be astonished as I climb into this cannon and explode through the air at inconceivable speeds. Your name sounds like a menu item at an Italian restaurant. Well, all great human cannons are named after pasta. It's tradition. Do you think it would be okay for us to use your cannon to get to the top of the Ferris wheel? No. The cannon may only be used by a professional, and I, Orzo, am the only person here who is skilled enough to withstand its tremendous blast. If you're a professional, does that mean you're licensed and insured? Look, kid, there's a reason I'm not doing this act in Vegas. So, yeah, he's not going to let us use his cannon, so this is when we just go ahead and sneak by him instead. He doesn't see us. Keep your eyelids pointed away from the person next to you because they are going to explode when you see this awesomeness. But wait. The kids are getting into the cannon. Did that girl say she knows algebra? Yes, fear Lucy and her math skills. I guess she was doing math to properly calibrate the distance that she needed to use to get onto the Ferris wheel. So again, this is just your standard battle, nothing new. Same old, same old. It's kind of nice for us to be using the ninja again, just for something different. And this is a good opportunity for me to showcase the new stamp that I put onto Lucy. So if I attack the middle enemy here, the troll dog, you can see that the poison damage actually went onto the other two enemies. So it didn't actually hit the enemy that I attacked, but it was able to use it on the two beside it, which is actually pretty worthwhile in my opinion because it puts damage, poison damage on two enemies instead of one, which is always useful. And then you can change your targets to get poison on the one that previously didn't have the poison on them. Because I find that the splash damage will go to the enemy beside whatever one that you've targeted. Only flying away. Thank you for saving us. I already feel less vomity. Let's keep an eye out for that door Dorian told us about. Over there! Aha! That's where we need to go. Come on, let's get down from here. What's your recommendation for descent? We did it! I'm glad we figured out a clever way to get down from this Ferris wheel that was both plausible and practical. I am willing to suspend my disbelief just this once. And the game never tells us how it is that we got down, but I guess they're just cutting some corners. Because video game logic. Alright, so let's swap for a moment. We will steal the spaceman costume away from Lucy there, so that we can use the flashlight and get through to the other side. Perfect. And I'll probably switch the robot back on Lucy just so I have the ability to run. So this girl here needs a Unicorn Pellets Creepy Treats card. Now I think we already have a duplicate. Yeah, we got one. Here you go. Perfect. That's really nice that when you come to a quest area, you already have what you need. This little ghost kid here is one of our hide-and-seek children. Greetings, regular citizen. Have no fear, I am on patrol. You sure look like it. You can hit this wall and it will bring you back to town, so this is a great way to visit Sadie's stamp booth if you need to. And I'm not sure if there's anything in this cave. Yes, there is. This is actually where we need to go. There is a chest here, and I think that's another piece of the vampire costume, if I'm not mistaken. There is actually a costume pattern menu. I don't remember if I showed this off or not, but if you're ever getting a bunch of patterns all at once and you're not sure what pattern goes to which costume, you can look in this menu here and it will show you. So you can see that we're actually missing 4 costumes. We're really, really close to the end of the game, but we're still missing 4 of them. We get 1 for getting all the creepy treat cards, and the rest of these obviously are found in this level. Oh, look at that! This actually served as a bit of a shortcut. So, but we did definitely need to go down there to get the costume pattern. Now, I think we actually have to go this way. I don't know how I kind of missed that hill at first. Because if we remember, the gate was kind of near the start of the level. You could see Dorsilla and all the monsters trying to open the gate when they had trapped us in the beginning. We should be hitting level 9 here really, really soon, which is great because there's going to be a large area with lots of enemies coming up as we get to our kind of final area, which should be perfect for getting us to our final level. And I am really digging this stamp. It really, really helps out, especially because the poison seems to do more damage than it did previously with the other stamp that I had on. So there we go, level 9. Perfect. 1 more level to go and we are max level. Also, Pumpkin. It is I, the incredibly mysterious Scarecrow. Dorian, we know it's you now. Oh, right. Well, did you know I'd be giving you this? We got the leaves material, which completes our next costume. You always give us a pumpkin costume material. Well, okay, but how about this? Ooh, a speaker from the gate. What's this device do? It will help speak for you whenever you are in big trouble. I emphasize big because it's a hint. Now goodbye, children. Rin, rin, and good luck. Well, at least we have an ally. It always is helpful. In any case, even though he's a little bit strange. We got ourselves a new costume. I'm really, really digging the big pumpkin head. I think that's so cute. Get ourselves some pieces of candy here. This kid, believe it or not, is actually one of our hide-and-seek children, which I can't... How? Kid? You're in a wide open space. Got ourselves some white makeup, which completes the vampire costume. So hey, look at that. We got 2 costumes. Oh, Lucy, We losing you. Come on. 2 costumes back to back, which means I think we're going to have some switching to do because I want to see both of these in action. So here's the gate, which I guess is maybe a different gate than the one that we had seen at the beginning. You can see we've got a really, really nice assortment of costumes now. I think I will put the pumpkin costume back onto Ren, and we will switch the vampire onto Lucy. We'll keep the night costume on for now. So we get this really, really dark, depressing looking maze. Hey, you're the kids that are putting a wrench in Dorsilla's big plan, right? A monster! I don't want to fight you, I want to help you. Dorsilla wants to live in our world and we don't want her there. Why should we trust you? Because she's more cruel to us than Big Bones himself. She's imprisoned my friends and me in this corn maze. Please help us. Here, take this grubbin costume pattern. It will help you look like one of us so you can get past that guard. Okay, that's interesting. So we actually get to become a grubbin. The gate that he's talking about is this one here. When we get the costume pattern, we're going to have to speak to that crow in order to advance onwards. So this was the area I was talking about where I said there's going to be a lot of enemies to fight. There's a lot of crows mixed up in this maze, and the crows are the ones you're going to be fighting. The grubbins are the ones that you're going to be looking for, and all of the grubbins in the maze are friendly. None of them will attack you. And while I'm here, I guess I should also show off the ninja's ability a little bit better. So if you're around an enemy like this, you can practically walk right in front of him and he won't see you. And so this is really, really useful if you want to get a back attack but you need to go around the enemy, or if you just don't want to fight and you want to sneak around. Of course, I recommend fighting everything in this game, just because it helps to get to max level and such, but if you're looking for something very specific, or you just don't feel like fighting, then that's always an option. I'm gonna get the southern grubbins first. There's one here, then they're always trapped in between 2 things of thorn bushes. About time. You humans are slow. Take this costume piece and go give Dorsilla what for. Alright. Thank you. So the grubbins will disappear so that you know which ones you found, and it will always lead you back to the central part of the maze here so that you can start on another part of the maze. Now I do believe there is one more grubbin in this area. And I'm probably going to fight this crow, just so we can see our 2 new costumes. I absolutely love the way the pumpkin looks. It reminds me of like a fiery Jack Skellington, sort of. So let's get started and see what these guys are all about. You can see that the attack window is similar to Lady Liberty's, or our pumpkin costume. And that the vampire costume is actually very similar to the hot dog costume. Now, that other crow enemy is level 10, so we may be able to use our special ability. Either way, I definitely want to show off the specials for both of these costumes if I'm able to. It might be easier if there's an encounter of 3 enemies, though, however. So you can see that the pumpkins isn't like terribly strong, but it looks pretty cool. And just so we can see the vampire special ability here, I'm going to waste the knights and just use his turn to defend. so we can use the vampires. There's a bat in my hair. And you may or may not have been able to see that, but basically what the vampire does is he takes health from enemies and gives it to your party. So he is, once again, another healing costume, and probably the best one. The unicorn is the best if you're worried about dying, because the regeneration to full, even if you're dead, is outstanding. You can't really get much better than that. But the vampires is kind of nice because it not only damages your enemies, but it also heals you, which makes it a step up from Lady Liberty. So as cool as the pumpkin is, he's really nothing special, I guess. He doesn't really do much else that we haven't seen in other costumes, and I still prefer the knight or the robot for the offensive capabilities. But I definitely like the look of it. I think it's really cool to just have like this flaming pumpkin made of leaves. And these enemies now are level 10, so these are the best of the best. They are the strongest, so this is why it's important to fight everything and to level up the best that you can, because we need to be able to be matched with these guys. Because you can see now that things are getting a little bit more difficult. It's definitely a good idea to have a healer in my party now, whereas before I wasn't as worried about it. But if I'm not careful, I definitely have the capability to probably die or come close to dying. Probably overkill to heal in this battle, but I might as well because fortunately that attack also does damage. But yeah, it's taken us like 4 turns to take out those 3 enemies. So I think you guys get the idea. I'm gonna switch back to the robot because again, it just makes my life a lot easier. Trying to navigate. I get to run, technically skate. And I could be wrong. There could also not be another grubbin down here. It could have just been that one that we found. However, there was that chest with some candy and the crows to fight, so it's probably still worth just exploring every little nook and cranny here. But yeah, it looks like I've kind of explored every avenue of that little side of the maze there. And this is a completely different part of the maze now. I don't want to continue on for too long. We've already been using up quite a bit of video time, so I'll probably come just back to the middle here. I'll use the payphone to save, and we will continue on next time. We'll go and find the rest of this defector's grubbin' friends, level up, get some more treasure, and we will go from there. Thank you all so very much for watching, and I hope that I will see you next time.